So I got a great idea to do something, and I can't take credit for this at all. This comes from Julie from my boot camp class. It was her family does this, and I absolutely love it. It's on their birthday every year. They have a set of 3 questions that they ask, and they write down those answers. And our son Peyton, he actually started this about 10 years ago. She said it was while our kids were in college, so it wasn't like they've been doing this their whole lives. Like when she was first telling me, I was like, oh, I can't even start that. I wish I would have started. You can start at any time. But her son Peyton writes them down, and he keeps them. He records her family and what they say every year, and they can look back. And it's something to where she says it's grown, that Peyton does it at work, and that they do it with friends, and that it's this tradition growing. And so I'm sharing it with you, what this tradition is. So every year on their birthday, they ask 3 questions. And so it's the same 3 questions every year, and then they write them down. And they have that, and to look over the years. So the first question is, what is the best thing that happened this year? So you think about, what was the best thing that happened this year? The second question is, what did you learn this year? And I thought that was so insightful. What did you learn this year? To think about this past year, and what did you learn? And the last one is, what do you look forward to most in this next year? And how fun that is, that they write those down, that they have those questions, and that they have those answers, and that they keep it. And that's something you can start anytime. And I love this. I love that their family knows this, and their friends, and that they've started this tradition. And it's a great tradition, and it's great to think about it, to think about the year, and how much life changes in a year, and how you could have those years that are just like, where you are literally grasping for what the best thing was that year. I mean, we all have those bad years, right? What was the best thing that happened that year? And then, what did you learn, or what did you look forward? I'm just looking forward to anything. You think about that in this year. Oh, a year ago, one son came home from his mission in London, England. I had been there for 2 years. And then my next son was getting ready to leave for 2 years to Fort Collins, Colorado. That was a year ago. And I just go, oh my goodness, a year ago that happened. And now I'm preparing a wedding. And how much life changes in 1 year. And so I thought that this was a great idea, and I wanted to share it with you all. I want to start doing it with my family and keeping that journal, writing it down, or keeping it, in a Word document somewhere so you can look back and to see, I am excited to see my kids, my twins, their birthdays coming up, and for them to ask them, you're 13. For them to look back and see what was so important to them that year. What did they think they learned? What, the changes that they made. I mean, a year, your life can just go upside down in 1 year, or it could just be amazing. I think about 10 years ago, I was dating Steve, and who knew we would be where we are today? And so it's just, sometimes when we all have those hard years, I get it, and you just hold on and you have faith, and you go to things like boot camp where you have a great support group, or you go to a gospel study class, or you go to church and you be with friends, and they help you through it. And so I'm thankful that Julie gave me this great idea. I absolutely love it. And so I just wanted to share it with you and hope that that's a new tradition you can start in your family. So I hope you all have a wonderful week. Thanks.